Hi guys, I am ready to start adding some color to my project, and I definitely want to use paint because this is a project I think I'm going to keep and really love. So I have some paint here. You don't have to use paint. You can definitely use crayons, markers, colored pencils, oil pastels, watercolors, whatever you want. But I do want to talk about brushes for a moment. In her video, I don't know if you picked up on the fact that she was using a flat brush. A flat brush is a type of brush that kind of looks like it's gotten run over by a car. So if you hold it sideways, it's flat. All of the bristles are laying together. That is different from a round brush. A round brush, the ferrule of the paintbrush is rounded and not flat. It's more like a pencil in your fingers. So when you talk about a flat brush, they have great properties. They are really good at painting straight lines. An angled flat brush is as well. So I'm going to look through here, and I want a pretty tiny one because that middle space is really small. Let's see, do I think that would work? I think this one is going to work well for me. So I'm going to just give my paints a shake, and then I'm just going to put a tiny little bit over here on this magazine. I chose a light lavender and a peach, but now that I'm seeing that lavender is so light, I'm actually going to go switch colors because I want that high contrast. Okay, I'm back. I found this beautiful cobalt blue, and so I'm going to put a little of that right there. So I have a contrast between the light and the dark. All right, I'm going to dip my brush in the water just to make sure there's no color on it, that somebody didn't borrow it and not clean it well. So I'm going to, get some of that off there. So when I start with my purple, I am going to make sure I am staying right there in those lines perfectly. And I like to turn my paper a lot because that helps me. I hope that that is a technique that you will be using when you start painting. So I'm going to go ahead and paint these in opposites. So this one, I'm going to skip the next. Paint this, skip, paint, skip, paint. So it'll be these 4 pieces that I paint. So I finished the inside piece, and it was actually a lot more lengthy than I thought it was going to be. It's still wet, so you can see it kind of looks like there's white on it, but it's actually because the paint isn't dry. I think that it would be easier if you let each color dry before you try the next one. So on this next layer, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to just paint with one color, and then I'm going to stop and then switch. So I'll show you here in just a second when I'm done, what I'm talking about. So this is what I was talking about. I tried to stay away from this middle part because it's still wet. So I chose pieces that were away a little bit. Now this project is really tricky. I even got over the line right here. So when I go back with my next color, I will just make sure to straighten that line up so it doesn't look that way. So I'm going to push pause and I'm going to do some more working. I am making a little progress now. I just wanted to check in. Hi guys, I just wanted to check in. I dropped my brush. You can see that right there. Hopefully I pick a darker color that will take care of that little mistake. So keep painting or coloring. I am finished. It was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I have a new appreciation for Kirstin Karr and what she creates. I did love playing with the colors. I hope you did too. I really like my finished product. And so I hope that you really enjoy creating this. Bye for now.